Hello everyone, welcome to Good Journeys Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a quick walkthrough of the Squid Cake Marseille, which was created and illustrated by Jess Rollar of Coffee with the Fool over on Instagram. I followed this deck all year and almost missed out my opportunity to grab it, but was able to get it at the last moment. It's a beautiful deck, and I'm very excited to have it in my collection. As you can see, I have edged the deck in a nice tealy blue color, which is actually a darker version of the color in some of the characters in this deck. You'll notice I have a little bit of a different setup here. I got a light box for Christmas, and I wanted to give it a shot and see how it worked out. And I thought this might be a good way to really show off the cards. So hopefully it works for everyone. So that is our full Lamat. They're just really cute little characters who basically have been drawn into the Marseille cards. I love how some of the characters have been replaced with these cute little animals, like the squid arm coming down on the lovers versus an angel. The chariot being pulled by snails is really cute. I love this, that man-eating plant as the lion in the strength card. One of the really cool things about this deck is that while there are a few characters who are technically nude, you don't see any nudity because of the way they're drawn and covered. For example, here in the star card, you see that this person is actually clothed, where usually the star would be nude. So it makes it a friendlier deck to work with in public under certain circumstances. And then the pips, of course, are your traditional pips. I like that she did some things to help you if you read with reversals. So, like, if you got this card, you could tell which way was up by which flower is on top or bottom. Now, if you're not careful when you first get it to learn the differences, then you have to actually decide for yourself how you're going to read that. So here you can see how there's a difference in the way that this piece is drawn versus this piece. And here again, there's a difference in the flowers. This is probably the hardest one at first glance, but then I noticed that the difference in how this side was drawn versus this side and the coloration. Okay. All of the knights are riding little animals that are really cool. This one is a snail. Again, very traditional of Marseille for the Two of Cups. I love the colors that were used in this deck. They're very pretty. One of the reasons I went with the teal kind of color on the sides is because that's the only color in the deck that doesn't really get really dark. You actually get really dark pinks and really dark orangey reddy colors. But you never get a really dark teal like those other colors, even though you see the lighter teal throughout. Say the knights are my favorites in this deck. Look at that, riding the arms of the octopus or squid. cards get away from me a little bit there. Okay, so here's something that I wanted to check out in another Marseille deck. So you see how here in the swords, there's no color. There's actually color in the negative spaces. I apologize for the bump. I wanted to see if that's how it's traditionally done. You know, in your wands, the negative space was negative. And you can see here in my Tarot de Marseille Millennium Edition that there is that negative space. But for whatever reason, she chose to fill in that negative space between the swords with a lighter color rather than the background color. So that's a little off-putting for me, but you know, I can deal with it because this is just a beautiful deck. The size of this deck is really great. I like the fact that it is slightly larger than a Tarot in a 10 card, so I can actually read it easily, but it's definitely smaller than a Tarot size card. The other thing that I really love is you'll notice that it's not white on the background. It's kind of a cream color. This is my favorite card in the deck. I just love this woman riding this blue chicken. This isn't one of my favorite aces of all times, but it is typical of the aces that I see in the Tarot de Marseille. Some of them are not as pretty as others, but then there's others that are fantastic. Again, here, very traditional of a Marseille deck. You've got the name of the creator, when it was created, etc. Just beautiful. Look at that toad. It's so cute. Very much earthy. Okay. So that is the Squid Cake Marseille. I'm very happy that I was able to get in on it before it was sold out completely. And it is possible that it will be reprinted at some point, but for the moment, it's currently unavailable. So look for Coffee with the Fool on Instagram to follow along when it might be available again if you're interested in this deck. I know that Kelly Bear was looking forward to this deck and was not able to get it, so she'll be looking out for that. And so hop on over to Instagram and join her and follow along. This is Rosemary, and until next time, good journeys.